How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be predicting the Summer Circuit Grand Final, so let's go ahead and get right into it. This $25,000 MLB The Show tournament will be taking place over the course of this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and I've kind of put together my power rankings for the top 64 contestants, and I think I'm missing one person. I think I'm missing Alex Cagill on this list. I don't know who I have on here twice, but I didn't want to leave him out. I would probably put him kind of where he's ranked in the tournament, in the 30s, in the middle 30s there. But ultimately, this is my ranking, and I'm going to be going over my bracket prediction as well. But ultimately, I think the number one option here is Weens. If you don't know, a lot of these players, they are top 50 players. They are some of the best MLB The Show players in the entire world. And the margin of, I guess, talent between some of these contestants is very small, right? Some of these guys are the best players, and on any given day, they can beat anyone in the world in this game. So anyone can win this tournament. I don't want to offend any of the contestants, but I wanted to try and make this a fun way to break it down and take this opportunity to shed some light on some of these amazing, talented people. So as we get into the top left portion of the bracket, obviously the bracket could change a little bit. We've had a few players that have gotten banned for kind of manipulating wins in the game, so that kind of goes into play as well. But I think the number one matchup here is honestly Tappy versus Pitching Rebel. I think that is going to be the best first round matchup. As we get later on, I think Ricky Nation, who is meat slaying, I think Ricky Nation versus Weens would be an epic matchup, and I think the winner of that matchup would end up going to the Final Four. I would say all four sections of this mock bracket are extremely difficult. Here we get into the bottom left portion. We have BMAC22 making it out of this division. I think there are going to be a lot of good games in this division as well. We have your friend Kyle, we have Fuentes, we have Zazie, Towney, some really good competitive players. But I think BMAC takes this one. BMAC is a top 3 to 5 player in the game. The guy's absolutely insane when it comes to Legend difficulty, right? All of these games are going to be played on Legend. We also have different rules as we move later on into the tournament. So round 1 is a best of 1 series, round 2 is a best of 1, and round 3 is a best of 1. Once you get into round 4, it's a best of 3 series. And some of these guys, I just don't know if they can be beat in a best of 3 series, to be honest with you, with $15,000 on the line, right? First place takes away $15K. And just to kind of clarify this division here, I think Kreiner takes it, but Dude Games is also notorious, and he's been a part of the MLB The Show community for several years. I think the only guy that could beat him in this division is Kreiner. If Kreiner gets beat beforehand, I think Dude Games or Notorious walks away with this division and has his top 4 appearance. But I think in the bottom right portion of the division, I think this is between You Hain About It, Diurnal, and One is One. I want to mention Izzy is another great player. Tiger Fan 1984 is a great player, and Government is a player that I recognize. Some of these guys I don't know too much about. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. And some of these guys are on my friends list as well. Like, I see them pulling diamonds. I've recognized some of these usernames. One thing that was difficult was to try and match up the username on the Battlefy website, which I'll link in the comment section down below. But trying to match up these players' gamer tags and their username on the Battlefy website was a bit of a challenge. So I think that's how I left one person out, and I might have had them on there. I just don't know. But as we get to the Final Four between Weens, BMAC, Kreiner, and One is One, I think Weens and Kreiner make it into the finals, and Weens is the champion. I think this is going to be one of the best tournaments we've ever seen, if not the best tournament we've ever seen. This format has really narrowed it down to what I believe to be, the top players in the entire world. There might be a couple players here and there that got left out due to, barely missing it on the edge there, or barely missing the curve for that final bracket. But really, ultimately, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be checking it out on Saturday, Sunday, trying to watch as many of those games as possible. Make sure to check out Yayo, who is the person I got the bracket from. Check out Thuney and check out Ashley Sanders. They're going to be promoting the tournament, as well as Scan. All four of those content creators are excellent broadcasters. They're going to be streaming the games over on Twitch. People that are competing are going to stream their version, and then it will be broadcasted. If you're not quite sure where to find some of these people, make sure you're following MLB The Show's Twitter account, and they're going to retweet those people's streams, right? Yayo, Scan, Thuney, and Ashley Sanders. Those are the four people promoting this tournament, and I think that's great. So for the remaining portion of the video, I just wanted to kind of include some Moonshot event gameplay, right? This is the most recent event with bronze left-handed pitchers, and you will see a lot of these types of home runs on Legend difficulty from some of the best players in the world this weekend. Some of these home runs will actually, in fact, not be home runs. They'll be outs, but we're playing at a max elevation stadium. This is my custom stadium, and it's pretty much a Little League ballpark, 300 feet to left field, 330 to right field. We're getting rewarded on late home runs, and I don't expect this type of thing to happen exactly, but if they're playing at Laughing Mountain this weekend, there might be a few of these types of home runs. At other stadiums, though, I don't know. I'm curious to see which is going to be the most popular stadium played at this weekend. I'm guessing it's going to be Laughing Mountain or potentially Ship It. Maybe a few different minor league stadiums in there. Maybe Coors Field. But ultimately, I'm really excited about this upcoming $25,000 Summer Circuit Grand Final. A lot of these contestants have already put in, several hours building their team, several hours competing in these qualifiers in order to make it into this grand final. And I just want to give a congratulations to every single person. I wanted to try and make this, once again, a fun video. So if I ranked you maybe at the bottom, use what I said as motivation. You're obviously a better player than I am, and what do I know, right? So take it for what it's worth. And also, hopefully, someone proves me wrong, right? Hopefully, there's an upset somewhere. Hopefully, someone makes it out and makes a name for themselves that maybe hasn't had one in the community before or something like that, right? You just never know what's going to happen in this type of tournament. I'm always rooting for some underdogs, so I'll be keeping an eye on some of those players for, upcoming tournaments for the next time around for when I make another video like this. But in the last video, I forgot to include this 95 overall Jared Walsh. You can unlock him by collecting 45 of these Tops Now players. And I went ahead and did that. I don't know if I'll ever use this card because he is a first baseman, primary position with outfielder as secondary. But definitely a solid budget card, especially if you've been grinding those programs within MLB The Show. But until next time, I'm College Lefty. And once again, good luck to all the contestants out there. I'm looking forward to an exciting tournament. Peace out.